afternoon, everybody. I'm Elliot Engel of New York, and as you can see, we have a strong bipartisan delegation here, and we expect to be joined by Eric Cantor very soon. And we are a bipartisan delegation because support for Israel in this Congress and in the United States is bipartisan. And we are here to speak with one voice, simply to support Israel's right to self-defense. As a sovereign democratic nation, Israel has the right to control its borders and halt shipping to prevent the entry of weapons into the territory of a belligerent neighbor. The United States should support its ally Israel unequivocally as it acts in its own self-defense.
All of us stand in strong, absolute support of Israel. Israel, has been said, is our closest ally in the region, the only democracy. This flotilla was clearly coordinated through Turkey, through IHH, which is a terrorist supporting organization. We should make it, and I call upon the President to make it absolutely clear that the United States will veto any attempt by the Security Council to have any UN investigation at all of Israel. I commend Israel for setting up its own investigative team, including 2 people from outside Israel, to take part in that investigation. We have to make it absolutely clear. There's no hesitation here. Do we want the UN investigating everything we're doing in Afghanistan or Iraq or any other place in the world? As Ted Post said, do we want people second-guessing us and how we are attempting to secure our southern border? Israel is a sovereign nation. If this were any other country which was enforcing a blockade to protect itself, you would not see any of the type of reaction that we got when Israel, in defense of itself, 9 people were killed. And as Shelley Berkeley said, I believe that blood is on the hands of Turkey. Because they were the ones coordinating this. They tried to precipitate this, and they got what they were looking for, unfortunately. But the fact is that to have such a mass rush of international opinion and people in the media, people in politics running to condemn Israel, to me shows that Israel is not just the #1 target of its enemies in the Middle East. It's also the target of many intellectuals and media types throughout the world. Anyone who's traveled to Europe and watched television and see the biased coverage against Israel knows what I'm talking about. Similarly, the UN is clearly biased against Israel, and so it's important, I believe, that we send a clear message that the U.S. is standing with Israel, no ifs, ands, or buts, no equivocation whatsoever, and that we recognize Israel not just as our closest ally, but as a sovereign nation which has the absolute right to defend itself, including a blockade. And that's why it's important we have this bipartisan expression of support, and I'm proud to be here. If I could just add to that, I agree with Mike. I, in the past, have not supported the Armenian resolution, primarily because I did consider Turkey to be an ally. But it is not just this recent event with Turkey. Under President Erdogan, he's been consistently moving away from the Ataturk principles of secular Islam, moving much more toward radical Islam. His dealings with Iran, with Ahmadinejad, voting against the sanctions in the UN Security Council. I mean, this is a clear effort, I believe, by Turkey to distance itself from the West, and there has to be consequences for that. And I think it's imperative on the administration, and they will have, I believe, bipartisan support on this, and bringing that home to the Turks to let them know that this type of conduct will not be allowed to continue, that there do have to be consequences, and there will be costs to pay. Excuse me?
Would you be switching your vote on the Armenian genocide?
I would, like Mike Pence, I would very, very strongly consider it. I mean, that's in the balance. I think you'll find that true of many members in the past who strongly believe there was a genocide, but for current diplomatic and pragmatic reasons, and because of Turkey was acting as an ally, would not support it on the House floor. However, that, to me, I think is about to change.